Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who news video. Today we've got some really exciting stuff to talk about because Doctor Who's centenary special, The Power of the Doctor, is well and truly sort of in the full swing. It's almost here. It is under 2 weeks now until we, the public, get to view this actual episode. But last night, a group of select individuals, the cast, the crew, and random TikTokers managed to go and watch The Power of the Doctor early. And their audience reactions, their discussions about the episode, that they're being put onto Twitter. But there's not really any spoilers. It's a sort of spoiler-free reviews from people, and there's news articles breaking down what people have said, so we're going to take a look at that. And we're also going to delve into some sort of theory, because there is the possibility that certain characters die in the episode. I mean, obviously, the 13th Doctor is more than likely going to die because she needs to regenerate. So, yeah, but there's possibilities of other characters dying. Now, these are only sort of theories about their deaths from promotional material, etc. But we'll talk about those theories later on, and first we'll talk about the premiere. So, the premiere itself was held at this theatre in London, which you can see on screen. At least I think it was in London. It was in Bloomsbury. That's such a quintessentially British name. At the premiere, they had Jodie Whittaker's costume, they had Cybermen, Daleks going around taking pictures with guests. In attendance, obviously, were Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill, who are the two, they're the two main ones. Now, you'll notice the absence of John Bishop, which is slightly suspicious, and we'll talk about that later in the theories. But yeah, John Bishop was not at the premiere. However, we did also have Tegan, we had Sophie, well, I say Tegan, she plays Tegan, Janet Fielding. We also had Sophie Aldred, who plays Ace. We had Sacha Darwin as the Master, and obviously the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Chibnall, the writer and producer of Doctor Who. Well, this is his last shot at Doctor Who, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing it. We had Gemma Redgrave, who plays Kate Stewart, and I think those are all the big notable names who were there. There were other people, cast and crew, I presume, but yeah, those are the main people who were there. Now, another new bit of information which is really interesting, we had this tweeted out from SFX magazine. And yeah, they shouldn't have tweeted it, because if we look at the bottom, it tells us the date and time that the episode will air. Now, we already knew from the trailer last week that it was coming out on Sunday the 23rd of October, but we now have official confirmation, leaked official confirmation, that the episode itself will air at 7:30 p.m. and I don't think it's going to be simulcast, so those of you in America are going to have to wait, I think, about 5 hours till you get it, which is a bit of a shame, because I know they simulcast like Doctor Who Flux and other things, so I don't really understand why they haven't done it now. But yeah, in England it will air at 7:30 p.m. and I think it lasts for exactly around 89 minutes, because people on Twitter were kicking off that it wasn't 90 minutes, because Doctor Who fans are never happy. But yeah, that's really cool to see. That got leaked, and then, like, just before recording this video, I saw this on Twitter. The official BBC press office has confirmed that the episode will indeed air. I'll just read their tweet. They say, "Confirmed. Make space and time. For the 13th Doctor's last adventure, The Power of the Doctor is coming to BBC One and BBC iPlayer on Sunday the 23rd of October from 7:30 p.m. Hashtag Doctor Who, more blah blah. But yeah, there we go. Official confirmation, 7:30 p.m. Not this Sunday, a week this Sunday. So, like, yeah, the 23rd of October. Be there. Make sure you're watching BBC One. I'm genuinely really excited. Now, another bit of news, we have this, which is the Doctor Who magazine. It comes in this cover, which you can see on screen now, but that is like a plastic bag. And when you take it out of the plastic bag, inside you get this wonderful cover, like Phasmin goals, am I right, fellow kids? Yeah, once again, the prominent two of the episode are Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill, which is really cool because their dynamic is great on screen together. But once again, there's a noticeable lack of John Bishop. Like, where's John Bishop gone? Hashtag find John Bishop. Let's flood the comment section with hashtag find John Bishop. This is like a really bad version of that marketing campaign they did last year, like the hashtag Find the Doctor campaign. We're hashtagging Finding John Bishop. But yeah, anyway, they had this brilliant premiere. And the reactions, we'll get into some of those, because there's been an article posted by Plymouth Live, which has scoured through Twitter, so we don't have to, and taken a few people's quotes and stuff, which is really interesting. So we'll jump into the reactions. Doctor Who fans left scared as Power of the Doctor premiere leaves media crying. The new Doctor Who episode will feature Jodie Whittaker's departure on October 23rd, while David Tennant is set to return for next year's 60th anniversary special. They say special here, but we have it officially confirmed now due to one of the director's CVs. Like, they put it on their CV the other day. There are 3 60th anniversary specials. Each of the 3 60th anniversary specials features David Tennant and Catherine Tate. 3 separate specials. Whether they're going to all air in one go, like maybe like a 3-part miniseries, something like that, we don't actually know. But we do know that, yeah, 3 specials. And there's a possibility of a Christmas special this year, which I would be over the moon about. But yeah, I think it might be a New Year special, might be a Christmas special. I don't know. Having David Tennant back this year, though, would be insane. Anyway, we'll dive into the article. The Power of the Doctor airs on BBC One and iPlayer on Sunday, 23rd of October. But journalists and other high-profile attendees were given early access to the episode on the evening of Tuesday, October 11th. Now, they talk about the fact that this has set fans wondering whether or not a major character could die in the first 80 minutes of the episode. Now, they say first 80 minutes here. I think that's because at the official premiere, the press screening, they cut at the 80-minute mark. So there were like 9 minutes left of footage, and they cut it so that it doesn't get spoiled, which I am quite glad for, because this is kind of the first ever, apart from William Hartnell's, the first ever regeneration where we don't actually know who Jodie's going to change into at the end of it. I think it could be David Tennant's 10th Doctor / David Tennant playing the 14th Doctor, or it could be Ncuti Gatwa, because we know for a fact that the next episodes of Doctor Who following this have David Tennant and Catherine Tate in. So, is Jodie somehow going to degenerate into David Tennant at the end of the episode? We don't know, and the people who watched it last night, they don't know either. Like, it was cut short for press, which, fair enough. Anyway, someone on Twitter, Joe, tweeted out, "We can't talk about the Power of the Doctor until it's released. However, I can say that they didn't show us the regeneration." So yeah, there we go. We've got proper confirmation they were not shown who Jodie changes into at the end of the episode. There is also the possibility that Jodie herself doesn't even know. Anyway, Anjil Mahindra, who I'm pretty sure played Rani in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and is now dating Sacha Darwin, who plays the Master, which that's a really cool coincidence. Anyway, she said, "Power of the Doctor, you're not ready. I need to lie down. A cry and more." That's a brilliant review. Genuinely really hyped for this. Anyway, ahead of her return to Doctor Who, Janet Fielding, who plays Tegan, also stoked the anticipation among fans. She tweeted, "Power of the Doctor is gonna blow your socks off. I'm in it. Still can't believe it. After all these years, I'm back on the TARDIS set." And I mean, good for her. She seems hyped. And also, I feel like some of these older actors, if the episode wasn't good, if the episode didn't serve their characters well, they probably wouldn't be this sort of excited and hyped for it. I mean, Janet Fielding, until this episode, hadn't officially acted in any TV thing for years. Like, absolutely years. I think possibly even like 30, 40 years. She'd almost retired from acting, but this Doctor Who was good enough to bring her back. So I am genuinely really looking forward to it. Anyway, Power of the Doctor is going to be gifts a go-go once it goes out. I think you're going to love it. I hope you do. Lots of love went into it, says Janet Fielding. I mean, it's glowing reviews all round. There hasn't been any sort of controversy or negativity so far. For example, when the Timeless Child episode came out a week before, people like even Sacha Darwin said, this is going to be controversial. He said, certain fans are going to hate this, certain fans are going to love this. He wasn't being rude about it, he just said, that's the way it is. Whereas everything from this seems to be, this is a unanimously loved episode. So I am really hyped, and I think you guys should be too. Anyway, jumping into a little bit of theory to round off the video, I think possibly, like this article briefly mentions, maybe a character's going to die in those 80 minutes. I think Dan possibly is going to die, because the only bits of promo we've seen of him are him in the orange space suit, and we've also seen a shot from one of the trailers that went out on BBC One of that spacesuit having like a bullet hole in, like while he's in it, in the vacuum of space, there's a bullet hole in his spacesuit, which it sounds pretty lethal, but then again, it's Doctor Who. You can always bring characters back from the dead. Who knows? But yeah, maybe Dan's gonna die. The only thing against that is that we've seen Bradley Walsh and John Bishop on set together, so, and he's not in the orange spacesuit at that point, so maybe that hints at the fact that Bradley Walsh and John Bishop are going to meet at the end of the episode. It did look like an ending scene, or someone else like out there has pointed out that Graham can allegedly see ghosts because of what happens in The Haunting of Villa Diodati at the end. So maybe Graham sees the ghost of Dan, but also maybe that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do we think Dan's going to die? I'm 50-50 on it. Maybe he is. I don't think he's in the episode much. I mean, he's not even at the premiere. But who knows? Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to make sure you stay up to date with the latest and greatest Doctor Who news. And stay tuned for our Doctor Who fan film, Echo's Return, coming very, very soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.